Hi, welcome into Midnight's Travel Planning Services. Can I help you? Okay, and do you have an appointment? Okay, what's your phone number? And your name? Okay, I'm just gonna fill in some profile information for you. It looks like they didn't do that when you called in. I just have a first and last name and a phone number. Did you want to add an email address? Okay, what is it? Great. And did you want to add a mailing address as well? We would send itineraries and things like that there. Okay, what's that? Okay, in the city? Okay, what's your zip code? Perfect. And how frequently would you say that you travel? And is your destinations for travel typically in the United States, outside the United States? Okay, so like once a year you do like a overseas expedition. Okay, that just helps us kind of scope our coupons to you. Okay, and it looks like today we have you down for an end of summer vacation and you wanted to do that somewhere along the East Coast. Are you thinking like one of the southern more states that it would be warmer still? Yes, okay. Okay, and in terms of privacy, are you looking for something that is more hustle bustle, walking distance to stores, things like that, or did you want something more rural and less populated? Yeah, so we could do something that's like on the outside of the city, so you do have some privacy, but it's easy to drive in if you wanted to do a fair, you know, a carnival, things like that. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, I've got you set here. And what is the budget for this trip? Okay. And how many people? Okay. Same room, sleeping in the same room, correct? We do have the Airbnb type options, so you could get a house or something like that with multiple rooms if you wanted to. Are you interested in potentially doing something like that? Okay. Or a multi-room condo. Okay. Condos are typically going to be more focused in your city centers, so if you're looking for something that's kind of off the map and a little bit less populated, we're gonna have to put you in probably a house. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can definitely have a chance to take a look, and if you wanted to move back towards something more suburban, we can do that easily. Okay, and do you have any particular locations already in mind? Okay, and are you looking for like a beach, a lake? Okay, and how often would you say that you eat out? Did it go out to dinner on your vacations for all 3 meals? Okay, so all 3 meals typically. Okay, and like lighter breakfast and lunch and then heavy dinner? Okay, so I have your housing budget as $3,000 for the week max, but I didn't have your food budget, so let's go ahead and just do that. Okay, for the just 2 of you, I'm looking at about $100 to $300 a day on food. For a fancy dinner, you're looking at $100 automatically for the 2 of you, and then a brunch or a lunch and a breakfast. So I'm going to say about $200 to $250 if you include your tips. Okay, perfect. And what are some of your favorite things to do on a trip like this? All right. And do you do any like spas type thing, more relaxing, salt baths, oxygen bars, those types of things? Okay, massage, facial, pedicure. What else did you say? You did want to put salt bath. Okay, I love those. Perfect, got that down. And were you planning on flying or driving? Mm-hmm. Okay. We like to ask too if you would want a rental car. Oh, okay. All right, so the first order of business is we want to find out where you would like to go. Exactly. So I have some magazines here. I also am just going to take some notes for your account while we look through those magazines and see what it is that you would like, okay? Yep. Okay, so I'm going to just start showing you a couple options I have for you, okay? So the first one I'm going to show you is this Youngstown catalog. This is Ohio. And it's not exactly the South, but you said you were open for other things, and you did say you like to do fairs. And that is actually coming up August 28th through September 2nd. So just a couple of things for you. There are a couple of housing options for you in this book that I wanted to show you. Okay, so just a couple of things. I'm going to start with the locations. So we have the Arms Family Museum, the Covelli Center, which is like racing. A lot of people that are into like motocross really enjoy those. We have the Foundation Amphitheater, shows, orchestras, those types of things. We have the Basilica and National Shrine of Our Lady Lebanon. And then we have art museums there and some children's centers. There is racing, and then also a lot of golf opportunities if you are into golfing. So we have the disc golf, we have golf extras, regular simulators. These are all the locations that offer those services. Yep. And then let me just move on to our housing, give you a quick look, and then we'll let you consider the rest of these. Okay, so these are our top 3 for housing. We have the Treasured Memories at White House Fruit Farm. It's a very cute location there. Then we have the comfortable accommodations at the Courtyard Canfield. Yep. It is kind of set off, so you have like walking trails, biking trails, those types of things. And then you did mention you love going to coffee shops. There is a ton of them in the area, so here's all the coffee shops. Yeah, I love trying different ones when I'm out of town. Okay, so that is kind of the basis for that one. I'm going to move on to the next option for you. We have Delaware as a beach. This is also not south, but obviously, but you said you wanted something just beachy and you were kind of open to that. So I'm just going to show you a little bit here. So this is really off the beaten path here. We have some beautiful locations. We have the Fort Delaware. we have the Mount Cuba Center. Very gorgeous, gorgeous walking trail. Yeah. And then you have the Indian River Inlet and kayaking. Yes, I have not been before, but I have clients that go every year and really, really like it. You were interested in the beaches, so here are the beaches for you. So this one is Cape Henlopen State Park. You can see it's a very secluded beach. And then here we have Delaware Seashore State Park on the top. So there is also a number of other popular beaches that you have probably heard of, like Rehoboth Beach is also a very, very popular destination. Good family area. And then we have a few pictures here. This is Bethany Beach right here. This is Fairwick Island, and this one is Dewey Beach. There's a boardwalk, of course. Gorgeous sunsets and animal friendly, pet friendly. I know this is a really good destination. And then they even have the harbor options. They call that Beyond the Beach. And these are just expeditions, jet skiing, boat tours. You can rent a boat. This is Indian River Bay. And then quite a few gorgeous lobby areas as well as lodging areas. And then a lot of nature areas as well. Okay, so I will put that away. I'm just gonna write down what I have showed you so far. Sorry about the blue jays. They do get a little obnoxious out there sometimes. I'm not sure why. Okay, and the last destination option I wanted to show you was Myrtle Beach. So I have a couple options to show you that. So I have this little pamphlet, and I have a bunch of flyers for them I can show you. So there's a ton of options here. Obviously the beaches are gorgeous. Let me see if I have any that specifically have some of the beach areas. So this one is just the cruise options we have here. Dolphin sighting, whale watching, sea cruises. You see a lot of cool stuff there, and it's boats. Then we have the Coastal Charm. And this is just a lot of different things for children and families to do together. Really nice map. You can get in that with you later if that's what you choose. And then I do have this, which shows some of the other attractions. This one is Broadway on the Beach. Have you been to Myrtle before? Okay, so Broadway on the Beach is kind of like a boardwalk type center area. A lot of people go at night, a lot of restaurants, activities, and then there's also the Strip, which is kind of more boardwalk right on the ocean. This one is like on the bay area. It's South Carolina, so beautiful weather this time of year. And then they have like so many attractions, shows. We have the the theater here. We have the go-karts, the water slides, and water parks as well. This one would be closest for you. They also have the Summer Festival, which is very beautiful, fireworks, things like that. That's coming up. That's on Sunday, August 31st. So you could be there for that. That's the end of the summer extravaganza. They have the Atlantis Nails and Spa. We could do massage there, the top corner. Okay, so you think you're going to go with Myrtle? So let me look up a couple things on the pricing there. Now, if you're doing main Myrtle, we just would have to put you up the strip a bit to get you a little bit more seclusion. Might be out of your budget, so let me just check. Okay, so I have a couple places here I can show you. The first one is a beachfront condo, but it does have pools and a little water park, but it is obviously in the center of the city, right on the beachfront. So that one would be $2,200 for the week. It sleeps 4, has 2 bedrooms. Now the next one I have is at the Hilton Ocean Enclave. For the week, it is a little above. It's about $4,000. So it's above your budget, but it has valet service and a 3-bedroom condo, oceanfront. And then I have a little bit further down the strip in a secluded area. That is a private home with a small private inlet, and that one is going to be $3,700 a month. I'm sorry, a week for the week. $3,700 for the week. Okay, you want to do that one? Okay, let's check our dates. So today is the 23rd. You could leave tomorrow if you wanted to, start on the 24th, and then end on the 31st if you were looking for a full week. And that would put you there for the end of summer festival as well, like you wanted. Okay, so we're going to do those dates. August 24th through August 31st. And you're driving, so no rental cars needed, correct? Alright, so I've got that one for you. And can you provide a PIN number you'd like for your door when you arrive? Yep, so check-in will be August 24th at 10 o'clock in the morning, or anytime after. Okay, so let's go ahead and just plan a little bit of your trip, okay? I usually leave some of this up to you when you get there, but I try to add a couple excursions for you already planned, okay? So, like I said, I have this little flyer book that gives you a lot of options. Would you like to just give me kind of an overview of what you'd like to do? Okay. 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 So what I have here, I'm just going to repeat it back to you. Water park type thing, like a car, go-kart racing, nature bike ride, massage, and opera and or show. Yeah, we can absolutely do that. So let's go ahead and start out with, I believe, the water park. Let's see if I have something for this. Okay, so I do have, I thought I had one more book here for them. I do have this water tour that I showed you before. And that is a lot of interaction you can do off the pier as well, meeting the dolphins. They have dolphin sighting cruises as well, and parasailing. And then I have this book, which is going to show probably a little bit more of the water park. Let me just find it for you. So I know they have the main one at the Atlantica. Yeah, and then a few others as well. I don't have any pictures to show you what it looks like for the water park. Sorry. So I'm going to show you, I have this NASCAR raceway at the top of that page. And then I also have for your go-kart request, we have some others. Here we are. Let's see. Yeah, we have the regular, like, mini go-kart racing, I would call it. I know it's here. I'm just having trouble. Here it is. It's called the track. Right here. Yeah, and then we have the water sports. So this would be a great one for your water park. It's actually in the bay, and so it's not like, you know, like actual pool, but there's so many cool things to do here. You can just take a closer look. And then we also have the Shark Wake Water Park right here. Okay, so you want to do the obstacle island course and then at the for the water park, and then this for the track, your car racing. Do you have a preference on day for either of them? Okay, for water parks, you're gonna do obstacle island. Okay, so next we have the nature bike ride. So I do have a couple things that are not necessarily bike riding. They would have bike riding, but I suggest doing some type of boat excursion if you want to do like the nature type thing. Yeah, it's just easier and it gives you a really good experience. So we have the Voyager, which is the deep sea fishing and dolphin cruises. We have Action Water Sports. I don't think you want to do that, do you? Oh, okay. Then we have the Hurricane Fleet. This one is half-day fishing, private fishing charters, Gulf Stream fishing, specialty fishing, and dolphin adventure cruise. So if you want to do something that's just relaxing, you don't have to fish if you don't want to, we could book for the dolphin adventure cruise. Okay, I'll do that. One second. Here we go. Do you like lighthouses? We have quite a few of those as well. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay, so as far as the spa goes, let me go back to this one. And the summer festival is again on your last day, so there it is. So we could do the Atlantis spa. Right here. Okay, so we want to do that, and do you have a list of things you would like to do for that? Okay, so a couples massage, facial, what else? Pedicure. Alright, anything else for the spa? Okay, so let's like look at a couple show options. So I already showed you this one, but I'll just show you again. This is called Adrenaline 2.0. It's kind of like a Circus Soleil. Okay, maybe a little too crazy for you. It is pretty crazy. Okay, so let's see here. We have a couple other show options. Have you heard of the Grand Opry Theater in Myrtle Beach? Okay, so it has a lot of different performances, so these are just a few. We have done. Calvin Gilmore is coming up. lots of different music shows that I could book for you. And I can get online right now and see. 1 second. And let's see, dates, August. I'm gonna do 25th through the 30th because I don't want you to go on a day that you arrive or you're leaving. Okay, so they do have a few shows here if you want to just look at my screen right here. Okay, for the 24th. Okay, and what are the time ranges there that you like? 7 p.m. Okay, those tickets are $50 a piece. Is that okay? It'll just add everything to the end once we're finished, so don't worry about that. Okay, we also have the famous Pirates Voyage dinner and show. Really big attraction in Myrtle. If you have anyone that goes to Myrtle frequently, they've probably seen a show of these. Just gonna open this up. So it's kind of circusy and a bit at least. This is the actual cool opera point because it looks like they are actually at an underwater cove. The kids love it. And then we have a lot of different foods available. If I just flip this back. They even have a mermaid photography session for the girls, for little girls. And then of course you get some really good food. They have all of it listed here, and they have vegetarian and gluten-free options. Okay, and then let me show you one more before you pick. This is the Legacy Theater Entertainment, and this is more music than show-based. And this was listed as top entertainment in Myrtle. So you can see they have everything here. Christmas shows, summer shows, a variety of kinds of shows. Not for you? Okay. So we want to do the pirate show. Okay. While that's loading, I'm just going to write this down. Okay, you want to do it on the 29th? Okay, so it's a dinner and a show. It's $60 a ticket. This actually, I wanted to show you this too. It might not be for you, but this is a new attraction. And this is actually just over the border of South Carolina into North Carolina, and it's called Dueling Dinosaurs. It says, immerse yourself in the age of dinosaurs. Become familiar with the tools and techniques used by today's paleontologists and engage with the scientific team actively researching these iconic dinosaurs. See, touch, and smell the process of paleontology. So you actually get to see some real dinosaur bones. Yep. And it is free. The exhibition hours are Tuesday through Sunday, 10 to 5. The last entry at 4 p.m. Okay, I'll leave this with you, and you can always take it and, do it whenever you want to do it. Okay. And then finally, I'm going to leave you with a little coupon book. Okay. So some of the things that you might want to look at are your food options. I don't set those up, but I can if you want. And this is just really good booklet for And a lot of these are all you can eat seafood as well. This one too. And then that's just the blue section at the top here, this blue bar. If you go to the yellow, or I'm sorry, the purplish pink, you're gonna get some actual nightlife in theaters. And then also they have the daytime attractions, so your trips, shopping, boating, museums, amusement parks, and water parks. And then finally, if you do the red, it's a lot of shopping. And a lot of them have these little coupons on the bottom. You can get something free or really discounted. So I do recommend having one of these with you. Very good deals. Exactly. Mini golfs. Those types of things, okay? Alright, so anything else you're interested in before we wrap up? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and book these, finish booking the trip. Yeah. Right. Sorry, my hands blowing stuff everywhere. Alright, so all included here, it looks like with your room and the excursions that we already booked, you're looking at $4,857.63. Sure. Okay, I'm just going to put your card on file then, right here. There you go. Okay, so I'm sending everything to your email for confirmation. At the end of the email, you'll see a link and it says change or book extra. If you think of anything else that you want to add or just replace with something, please click that link and it will route you either directly to me or to a screen to leave me a little message about what you want so I can fix it as soon as possible. The only thing is I have to ask to not get any changes after August 22nd because your trip is the 24th. Great. Unless it's absolutely necessary. All right. Did you want to add travel insurance on the trip? No? Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to put these flyers up for you so that you can take them with you. And again, everything will be sent to your email momentarily, and let me know if you need anything else. If you don't need anything else, then I won't hear from you, and I hope that you enjoy your trip.